In this video, we're going to be going over the topic of Storefront Stalker. We're going to cover what is Storefront Stalker, how to use it to scan Amazon stores, how to use it to scan bestsellers, and tips on finding stores to scan. Okay, so Storefront Stalker is basically what we're doing is it's a third-party extension up here, which you can get. Just Google Storefront Stalker. And I will say that this is an extra $200 one-time fee. You guys don't need this in the beginning, but if, you do want to take this more seriously, you can definitely use this to, up your game. And what it does is it will allow us to pull ASINs from an Amazon seller's storefront and then use those to reverse search into tactical arbitrage. So what I'm going to show you guys what to do here is I have the same item we had pulled up, and this can work for any item. What we're going to do is we're going to go in here into other sellers. And what we're going to do is we're going to find someone who's selling this prime, okay? So that's going to be our ideal. Now, I'm not saying the other sellers will not work, but that's usually my strategy is I want to find someone who's selling this prime. So the first guy who has the buy box, Happy Ranger, free 2-day shipping is this guy's name. So what I do is I click on a storefront and I click on this blue hyperlink right here. And now it takes me to his page, and he has 514 results. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on the extension. You're going to have to install this. Now I'm going to left click all ASINs from this seller's page. And now what it's going to do is it's going to pull all of the ASINs into a file. Now, once the file is done, we're going to just want to click TA. We click save, and then we're going to save that to our computer. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come to import bulk product codes. You're just going to click upload new file, and that's where you're going to insert the store name. Now, I already had this one from earlier, Shark FBA Storefront. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to turn on the filters you want and then click search. And in the next video, we will cover reverse ASIN search. But for now, that's how you do it. So that's how that feature works. Now, to scan the best sellers, what we would do is we would turn this off. We would turn this on. What this is going to do is it's going to pull the best sellers and compare the prices to retail stores. And, make sure you turn on your filters so you don't get a ton of results. Let's say I want to go electronics. And I don't want to just do everything electronics. I want to get more specific. So let's go ahead and do camera and photo. And let's go ahead and featured categories. And then I would click search. And this can be done with everything. This can be done with grocery, toys and games is a good one, sports and outdoors. And so you're scanning the most popular items on Amazon. So these are going to have a high sell-through rate. And they're going to sell through quickly. It's just, can you find them in the stores for a profit you're going to be worth your time? So that's a great feature of Storefront Stalker. I use that as well. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is we're going to go back to how do we find stores to stock? How do we find stores to scan? And simply put, there's not really one right way to do this. I'm going to show you a way I do, though. And what I like to do is I'll go into departments, I'll click toys and kids, and I'm just using an example here. Then I'll click toys and games. It's going to bring up some more popular results, and you're going to get a list of items, and it's going to bring up the most popular items. Now I'm in, remote control vehicles, but it can be Marvel, it can be Batman. And the thing is, guys, it doesn't really matter if you're gated or not in some of these, because we're really just looking for seller storefronts, and they're going to have a variety of items. So, once we find items to sell, we can then go to that listing, go to the individual selling it, and go from there. Now, in this particular example, only one person is selling this, and it might be the actual brand owner of this car toy. So this may not be the best example, but when you find one that has multiple storefronts to go into, you can then do it that way. So guys, that's going to be it for the reverse search section. In the next video, we're going to be going over reverse search ASIN results, and I'm going to show you how to sort and go through that.